If you're still worried about the germs that may be on the surface of your groceries, here's a few tips to give you another layer of comfort. Before you stick those fresh produce items in the fridge, be sure to rinse them off with water to get rid of dirt and pesticides and to reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses. Never leave your food outside, as this may pose other safety risks that make your food unsafe to eat. If you're a fan of Carolina basketball, you've probably been here before, but you probably didn't notice the bit of information missing from the Carolina archives. Let's take a look inside. It's not hard to see that one of Carolina's priceless gems is the men's basketball team. UNC houses the team's history and accolades in the Carolina Basketball Museum, conveniently located next door to the Dean Dome. You'll see Carolina's favorite buzzer beaters. You'll even see the shoes of Carolina legends. But what you don't see is an exhibit for the player who integrated the sport in the 1960s. Charles Scott is mentioned in several places around the museum, sitting in lists of ACC champions and featured in make-or-break moments in Carolina basketball history. But what they don't mention is that Charles Scott was actually the first African-American basketball player at UNC. He was an All-ACC, All-American, and U.S. Olympic gold medalist. He was inducted into the Naismith Hall of Fame in 2018, an honor regarded as long overdue by fans. So where is Scott's recognition in the Carolina Basketball Museum? Student Tal Harris noticed this missing piece of Carolina history during our class project last fall.
One of the assignments we had to do for that class was to go to the Carolina Basketball Museum and write a report on it and see if it accurately depicted Carolina's history through Carolina basketball. And so while at the Carolina Basketball Museum, a lot of students noticed, including myself, that Charlie Scott was not present.
Harris started a petition that gathered almost 500 signatures in a little over a week and a half. In addition to Scott's athletic career at Carolina, he's credited with forging a path for black players for years to come.
And being able to come to a university like that, he paved the way for that. So just knowing him personally and meeting him before, and just the things that he brings to the table and is able to, now that I can do this thing that I love to do because of him.
With at least 453 eyes on the director's next move, it's possible that we could see a new addition to the Carolina Basketball Museum in the future. Reporting in Chapel Hill, I'm Jazmine Bunch. Hello everyone, we are outside of the Great Hall at the Carolina Union, where the rain has cleared up just in time for students to line up for the 2019 Homecoming Comedy Show. This year's artists are Mike E. Winfield and Calvin Evans. The show starts at 7 p.m. but doors open at 6:30. Let's see how students are feeling about kicking off UNC Ho-Co's with QAP's annual comedy show.
I'm a sophomore.
Perfect, class of 22, so fresh out the freshman year. And so could you just tell us what has been the thing that has accommodated you most with the Carolina Union?
I'm not gonna lie, I take a lot of naps in there. It's a really good nap space, and I also do a lot of studying there, especially at the bottom of the Union, on the treadmills too.
So it's kind of that active while also actively studying part. Amy, I'm currently standing in the place where Silent Sam once stood. Now, UNC is giving the controversial statue to the sons of Confederate veterans, and along with that, a $2.5 million charitable trust. It's the last Friday of the semester, which means that it's the last day of classes. And if you're familiar with Carolina tradition, you know that this usually means LDOC celebrations.
On LDOC, Polk Place is usually bustling with students in transit to end-of-the-year festivities. Today, it's empty as students have vacated campus following stay-at-home protocols. The pit is usually packed with students dancing to music and taking pictures, but today, the heart of main campus is eerily quiet. The UNC tradition is one of many moments that were lost as COVID-19 caused an early end to spring semester. Many students weren't prepared for the possibility of not being able to celebrate LDOC in Carolina fashion this year. Health officials say the best way to prevent the spread is to stay home. It's important to just be extra cautious when you do have to take those non-essential trips. Reporting from my kitchen in Ahoskie, North Carolina, Jazmine Bunch.